Let's go ahead and get started. I just got a message from our other class participant that she's in Central Time Zone, so she just got home from work and she may be able to join us by the end of the class, but she's definitely not ready right now. So that's what the replays are for. We have another person who is celebrating her birthday today. So some people will get this on the replay for sure. We are doing booty camp tonight, and our Central Time person is the one who requested this one. She had a question because her physical therapist told her a couple weeks ago now that she really needed to strengthen her glutes and that was going to help with a lot of the other physical issues she's having and walking and balance and things like that. So this class is really targeted at strengthening all of those glutes. Make sure that you have a mat or a nice carpeted surface, because for the last part of class, we are going to the floor. We, of course, are going to do Diva Derriere, and I'm actually going to add in at the very, very end after Diva, we're going to do some stretches from the Postural Restoration Institute, which not only strengthen, but also help release a lot of the tension through that hip capsule and in those glutes. So make sure that you have that, and we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and back up. One of the big techniques that we use a lot when we're looking at really working the booty is, rather than just thinking to push the knees out, this is where we really concentrate on twisting out from the hips. You want to angle those knees, and I'm going to use my hands as a demonstration. I'll actually come closer so you can even see it better. So rather than just push the knees out, we want to think to twist out and cause the knees to start angling away from us. That all engages here at the hip joint. But we're going to do it a little differently tonight so that you guys hopefully can feel this a little bit better. And that is, I'll stay kind of close. I want you to bring those thumbs back and kind of find that thumb holder position on the center back. It's sort of right above where the sits bones are at the base of the pelvis. So here are those thumb holders. And what we're going to do, make sure those feet are in alignment. So make sure those toes are at midnight. Bend those knees. Belly button to spine, all that still stays in place, lacing the shoulders back, and keeping these thumbs and these thumb holders here on the back of the hips. Now twist out, try and turn those knees to the side and feel these muscles act as part of that. It's very subtle. You might have to kind of push. I'll turn to the side so you can really see that I'm really like pushing kind of hard with those thumbs to feel those muscles. This is the very top of your gluteus medius. This is going to lift up and round the entire rest of the glute, and you're going to feel the gluteus maximus underneath start to engage. If you simply push the knees out, you may not get that engagement. You want to think to twist. Plies are next, and we want to, again, be real familiar with how much work these muscles do as we do a plie. So we're going to do the first 8, just the legs. And what we want is we want to bring those hands, again, you can use the thumbs, or if you want to use more of the hand or finger, you can use the heel of the hand, but I want you pushing into that same spot in those thumb holders in the back. If you want to feel your hand wrap slightly around, because what that muscle does, I'll come closer, starting here at the hip bone, it goes like this, it goes zoop to the back. So this is that gluteus medius muscle right through here. So we want to feel this muscle. It causes all the reaction of the minimus tucked underneath, and then of course the gluteus maximus, which is what we can see. So if you want to wrap your hands around, if you see, that's what I've done here, is thumbs are here, index fingers are here. I'm wrapping that whole entire muscle as I do this plie. So my brain and that muscle are real familiar, and they start really shaking hands with each other. Heels under the shoulders, toes at 1 and 11. Alignment's super important as well. Belly button to spine. Lace those shoulders, ribs up, thumb, wrap those index fingers, press so you feel it. Remember, you're twisting out from that hip right where your hand is. That's what's activating that twist. Down, tuck that belly, keep those knees out, outside edge of foot, 2, 3, tighten at the top, down, 2, 3, keep twisting from the hip, up, 2, 3, tighten at the top, 3, 2, 3, 4, bend and tuck and tighten at the top, 4, halfway there and up, 2, tighten at the top, 5, 2, 3, 4, up and tighten, 2 more, 6, 3 more, sorry, and up 2, tighten at the top, 7, 2, 3, 4, up, and here's the last one, down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, tighten at the top. If you have any questions, I know that what we did at the very end was very different because that's all postural restoration, but hopefully you feel that release in those hip muscles a little bit. It's not as lymphatic as some of what we do normally with the tapping of the feet, so we can always put that in there as well. And I certainly highly recommend for tonight, I plan on sitting my butt in a bath with extra Epsom salts to help with some of this muscle soreness. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, on that last move, so when you're shifting, you're shifting your weight, right? So your weight is basically on, but then you were also moving that leg. I was having trouble shifting and moving that leg over.
No, you're moving the other leg. So let me give you a back view because it might actually be easier to see from the back. So if I'm in the full tabletop, here's the full tabletop. I shift back and I shift to my right. So I'm on my right. The left leg is then the leg that moves forward and back.
Yeah, the forward and back. It was when you went to the, and also that one goes to the side.
It goes in and out.
I thought we were switching somehow.
Sorry about that. I was worried that the angles weren't exactly really good for that when I explained it. So yeah, you're kind of anchoring. The whole idea is, and another thing that we can do with this that I didn't do, but we did in my full-blown class when we did the class yesterday, is you can actually use those movements, and then you can crawl backwards and forwards. It's a very functional way of using those muscles because it trains the body to wind and unwind the pelvis using those muscles in the glutes. So it's super, super good for training the body on how to use the glutes properly by really doing that. But what we did was we did just the breakdown. So you're on one side, you let the one leg move in the directions it would need to move as you were walking. Then you shift to the other side and you do the same thing, moving to each side. So that's kind of the functional piece behind what we were doing, that then as the classes progress, you amp up, 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 up. But because I know that our Midwesterner is working kind of from that baseline level, we just did the targeted moves and then go from there. But I'm going to work on some of those in the Facebook group this week, so you guys will see that more practical crawling application and the walking backwards and some of those. I'm going to do those towards the weekend to have some really good practical information for how to really work on those full spectrum glutes. But that's a great question, and I apologize that I didn't explain it as well while we were actually doing it.
That's okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Have a great week. I know that you're on vacation, so enjoy that next weekend for the long weekend. Looks like there is interest from the other students, so we'll probably be here. There'll be a replay. We'll pick a topic. Have a great week and a great vacation. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.